the pathetic excuse for a blowjob.
No excuse is a pathetic excuse for a blowjob.
Even though it sounds like we're taking the Maz class.
Gonna pass something. Yeah! Hi everybody! It's Sunday, again. Even though we keep saying we're not gonna keep posting on Sundays and gonna make sure we get our video up on Saturday, it's Sunday!
Should I?
No, it's been, what? Eh?
Should I be taking my mask off now?
You can.
Well, I didn't know if you were wanting to do like a special intro.
Hi guys, it's Sunday. Welcome back to the den. So I know we said we weren't going to do this again, but it's Sunday.
But we're mask for masks, so that's something.
So our masks, we just wanted to show them off and showcase them a little bit. I didn't make them. We did make masks very similar that were black, just like this, earlier last year. These ones are just, well, I can actually breathe in it, which is nice, but fogs my glasses up just as much as that one did. I think it's just the whole style of this one, but I really like it. It's mine is an embroidered turtle, and Ken's is
a bear. And we got them from oldtribes.com, which is a native, indigenous-owned business out of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Prices were reasonable. It's decent so far. My only complaint is that there's no, like, nose thing. I'm gonna have to order one and, like, put it in myself because it keeps slipping down my nose. But
yeah,
other than that,
we bought little filters to slip in the front.
Yeah, because they've got a little pocket inside for a filter.
We've been wearing just the medical masks for the last year. Like I said, I did make other ones that were very similar to this, just plain, but they were really hot and like so tight to the face that it felt like you couldn't breathe. And it was just like, I'm sure the amount of layers and the type of material that I used was good, but it was hard to breathe.
Yeah, it was really hard to breathe.
So we figured rather than have a panic attack in the middle of the freaking store, we'd at least go like this and support some indigenous creators. And yeah, so if you wanted to get masks like this, you can check it out. What is that website again?
Oldtribes.com.
Alright, and we will also provide the link down below in the comments. So
yeah, not sponsored.
Not sponsored yet.
Yeah, not sponsored. We're not getting any kickback. We didn't get the masks for free or anything like that. Just, we found masks that we like. Most of them are embroidered kind of like this, but they have a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, just thought we would share that. And so, on with the show. I'd like to keep it on, please.
No.
Yeah, it's a little hot. Yeah, so maybe I should just put the mask over this hair because it doesn't matter what I do. I have Dove putty and other stuff in it, and it's just doing its own thing. So there we go, I'll just do that. Hey.
Look, it's the Ancient Aliens guy.
Aliens.
It's a festive hat.
There we go, I'll just leave the hair like that.
I just thought it was a say something hat kind of day.
Cute. So fetch. So we didn't post a video last week, as I'm sure you've noticed.
Yes.
Just
because your boy's been on the verge of a mental breakdown. I'm doing all right. But
yeah, it's just everything going on between Canada and the U.S. and some personal stuff and other stuff, and we needed a break. So, and I know we've been saying that a lot, but it's, as everybody's being reminded, take care of yourself, and it's
we've just needed a little bit of extra time to take care of ourselves over the last month or so. So
yeah, we're coming up on a year of being in lockdown essentially. Like, we for the most part stay home 90% of the time. We leave to go to the grocery store and we come back.
So we have a confession.
We.
And I don't mean yes in French.
Oh, what is said confession? I don't know about said confession.
Yeah, you do. You were there for it.
Do I? What? What confession? What?
We cheated.
Ooh. it was bad. It was real.
I don't know if I call it bad. It was actually pretty good, but
it was fucking delicious. So to celebrate 2 months of plant-free diet,
plant-free,
2 months of plant-based, meat and dairy-free, essentially a vegan diet, we decided, fuck it. We're ordering a pizza, and it's going to be a pepperoni pizza, and we're going to have garlic bread and cheese, and it's going to be delicious, and I think we paid like $1.50 for a can of pop to go with it because we were just like, I don't care.
We went full, like, whole hog with the whole thing. Just...
Yeah, full sugar soda, full sugar Coca-Cola. Like, oh my god, I felt spoiled. Actually, I had a Brio. For those of you who don't know,
I had a regular Coke. But...
Yeah, Brio is an Italian soda that's like kind of a molasses flavor. I absolutely love it. Nothing like a good ice cold Coca-Cola or Brio when you're enjoying a pepperoni pizza.
Yep.
But
nice pepperoni pizza and nice cheesy garlic bread.
Man, it was delicious. Like,
it really was. It was like, after being on a vegan diet, it was like sinful. It was.
But it wasn't just that though. It was, we haven't ordered takeout in over a year.
That's the other part too. Is that's the first time we've ordered food out since the pandemic started, and it's been almost a year.
Well, I mean, it was the beginning of March. I think it was like the 13th when I got laid off of work. And it had been like almost a month before that we hadn't even ordered takeout because I wasn't getting enough hours at work to afford takeout anyway. So it probably has been a full year at this rate.
Yeah.
And oh my god, it was so wonderful, so delicious, so orgasmic.
And it had absolutely nothing to do with the fact that he burned the dinner we were supposed to make in the Instant Pot.
You're not supposed to tell them that.
Little halo.
There's a reason why the Instant Pot series hasn't begun yet.
We've been trying to work some kinks out, and I don't mean in the bedroom.
Yeah. So before we get on to that, the pizza, absolutely wonderful, but for some reason my body was like, oh, you're going to have a cheat day, are you? Well, guess what? You're going to pay for that by 2 days of pure hell. And oh my god, my stomach hated me. I felt like crap. I felt so awful. I know Ken felt like kind of bloated and gross, but he didn't feel the way I did. So I don't know whether it's a gluten sensitivity or a dairy issue.
Or I just have a cast iron stomach.
It was something, but my god, my stomach was not happy with me. So I think next time we have a cheat day, it'll probably be like some Chinese food or like something a little bit lighter on the palate. But the Instant Pot thing, yeah. So far we've only mastered making curry and rice. Everything else burns. Like, we get a burn error for absolutely everything.
Yeah, so we were reading up as to why we were getting that, and there's a couple things that we're going to try before we actually post it. Because what we want to do is we want to make the videos that we're going to put out with these recipes and everything foolproof. So that even an idiot like me who burns Hamburger Helper will be able to make it.
So the best way that I can put it is, what I've learned about using the Instant Pot is I have to forget everything that I know about cooking.
I already know nothing about cooking, so I'm fine.
What I'm learning is that you basically have to put all of the dry ingredients in, or any like liquids in the bottom, providing it's not like tomato based. And then on top of that, then if you have like dry ingredients like pasta or wet canned ingredients like canned tomatoes, spaghetti sauce, stuff like that, you put it on top. Otherwise, every time it will burn. And for me, that's really absurd because I want to stir it all together, get all the flavors melded and cooking and wonderful and delicious, and then throw the lid on, set it, and forget it. And apparently it's not the right infomercial because this one isn't a set it, forget it. This is a set it and 5 minutes later. Why is it saying burn again? It's really aggravating.
We have to be
I love it.
than...
I absolutely love it. So Josh or anybody else from Ken's family, if you're watching this, please don't mistake this. We absolutely love the Instant Pot.
Yeah.
But it's
for a solid month, he used it every single day.
And it makes a killer curry. Like, I have made some stellar curries in that thing, and the problem is once I crack the seal and I smell it and I see it, I devour it, and I don't get a chance to take a picture because, you know, it just smells and, oh, oof, oof.
Because we've gone vegan, which means we're always very hungry.
Very. But, yeah, so working the kinks out with that, and hopefully that'll be coming soon. I've done some revisions on the logo. I did it, I loved it, and then I was looking at it, I'm like, there's something about it, it feels too simple, it doesn't feel complete, so I've been reworking that logo, and I'll actually throw the logo up here so you guys can see it now. Other than that, just been, yeah, doing nothing. De-stressing, trying to avoid social media and the like.
I think social media overload was part of what kind of pushed me over mental health wise.
But it's like, so what I'm finding is, for myself, I can't speak for Ken, but for me personally, I'll try and avoid like Twitter and Facebook and anywhere where there's some real drama. I'll avoid comment sections in TikTok because, woo, man, that is a minefield. But so I'll just be scrolling through watching content on TikTok, and then you just get something like some video of somebody being beaten senseless by the cops, or just something that's so jarring and in your face that just it instantly takes you out of that tranquil mind, calm, and back into that full anxiety-induced awfulness. And I can't. I can't. I'm not one that's ever really struggled with anxiety, but this past year has, with everything going on, been really
tested you.
Really taxing. Really taxing. So, I figured out the best way to de-stress and avoid social media altogether is TV, movies, and for those of you who have Disney Plus, they just added Star this week.
If you're in Canada.
Well, I mean, I think Star is worldwide, but the specific content that's available on it differs from country to country. And we've got so much stuff. So.
Yeah, because in Canada, Hulu is not a thing.
Yeah.
Like, you can't subscribe to it. We'll figure out that you're in Canada until you know.
Yeah, so in Canada, some of the stuff that comes up as Star Original is actually Hulu rebranded. So they don't have everything yet, but they're adding quite a bit.
Yeah.
More than I need.
That's right. We've been through this entire pandemic without having Hulu.
For those of you who know me or have been watching my videos for a while, you know my favorite show ever is FRASIER. I'm obsessed. Like, I have a problem. Hands down, favorite show of all time, yeah. FRASIER. And they just announced a revival series starring Kelsey Grammer, and I am beyond... I can't even speak. I'm so excited.
Beyond ecstatic?
Yes, that. Very much that. I just... it's going to be so good. But I do have to say this. Lilith better damn well be in there. If they do another FRASIER and there's no BB New Earth, I'm going to be severely pissed off. Because you can't have FRASIER without Lilith. Like, even if it's just a couple guest spots here and there, they need Lilith to come and, like, give them shit. As she does.
I mean, it's already going to be different from the standpoint of John Mahoney's no longer around.
Yeah, yeah. But I would love to see some hijinks. And, like, if they write it down the future, like, see what Niles and Daphne's child is like. If they have two kids and they're literally FRASIER and Niles Jr., like, that would be hilarious. Oh, anyway, so I'm super excited about that, in case you couldn't tell. The BBC series It's a Sin is on Amazon Prime. We haven't watched it yet because, like I said, we've been trying to get out of a depressed mind state.
Seems like it might be a bit heavy.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, it's about the AIDS epidemic in Britain in the 80s, and absolute heart-wrenching. I will eventually watch it. I do want to see it, but right now I'm gonna give it a pass for probably a week or two.
Yeah, and if you guys have seen it, let us know.
Absolutely, I want to know. If you've seen it, comment down below, because
if it's not that taxing, then maybe we will give it a shot. But
yeah,
we just need to clear the air a little bit before we get into anything heavy like that.
Yeah. And then last topic I wanted to touch on really quick was the new Drag Race. For those of you who didn't see it, wasn't an episode. It was a Corona special, because Drag Race was one of the very first shows to go back into production during the pandemic. So it's kind of like a behind-the-scenes look at what happened during the filming of it, and it explains a lot. And knowing that the queens were in quarantine alone by themselves the way that they were for 2 weeks explains so much of the attitude and why they were at each other's throat. But it makes me think that RuPaul was really nasty this season to know that they were quarantined for 2 weeks, and then when they come into the workroom, half of them get the chop and think they're going home right away. Like, that is such a mind fuck. That had to have fueled some of the drama that incurred in the first couple episodes, because that is some heavy shit.
You said RuPaul being nasty. My first thought was he must be talking about the fracking, but...
Oh, there is one more thing that I did want to touch on. Steps, in case you didn't know, did a duet with Michelle Visage. There is a video coming, and they teased an upcoming appearance together. So I don't know whether like Faye or one of them is going to be on Drag Race, or whether they're going to be at like DragCon Digital, or what is going to happen. But I am so excited, and the 16-year-old gay boy that lives inside is still like jumping up and down and screaming and waving pom-poms and like, oh my god, bread pop! I love Steps.
Dancing with sparklers.
I love Steps so much. Listen to the song Heartbreak in the City. I could pick out Michelle Visage's vocals in the chorus and her own solo vocals, and it's good. I like it. You can definitely pick her out, though.
Well, I mean, before she sings, every single time you hear RuPaul go, Michelle Visage.
Somebody needs to do that remix where right before her vocals come on. That would be fantastic.
It's kind of like the Clat Bam remix.
Bam! 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 We own everything. We are New York. Bam!
Bam!
New York. Bam! New York. Bam! But, so that honestly is going to do it for us this week. I know it was just kind of a hodgepodge of us talking about whatever, but...
We need to decompress, de-stress, and if you ever see that there's an absence from us on the channel for a week, we're not leaving the channel. We have no intention on leaving the channel. This is such a great outlet for us to be able to talk about stuff, and
yeah,
we've made some amazing connections and amazing friends, so I have no intention on ever leaving the den, so don't worry about that. But sometimes, you know, you just need a little bit of space and a little bit of time, and with everything going on, sometimes you need a little bit more. So that's going to do it for us this week. If, like I said, you've seen any of those shows, or if you have any comments on the FRASIER reboot, anything like that, let us know in the comments below. Definitely want your input. I'm so excited about that.
Yep. And on that note, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, give us a like over on Facebook as well. And then the boys, Derek, Greg, and Steve, will be posting to Twitch, which is twitch.tv/menoftheden tomorrow. Yes.
So right now there is a schedule for the Twitch. Derek is doing Women in Space. So on Mondays he's doing Alien. On Wednesday Greg is doing Dead by Daylight. Saturday Derek is doing Super Metroid. And then on Sunday Steve's continuing his Skyrim adventure of Fisting Dragons. Steve!
And
Dragon Puncher.
Yeah. And following the Women in Space theme on Tuesday, I will be yeeting Marjorie Taylor Greene into space.
Can we send her to Mars?
Come on, Teletubby, teleport us to Mars.
Please? Please? We need to test the atmosphere. Perfect candidate.
Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene, trust the science.
Bye.